Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag MongoDB tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to configure the MongoDB backup and restore the backup with the different DB name. So we'll go through the step-by-step process for MongoDB database configuration and backup. Then we'll restore the same database with the different name in same server. So we'll go through the step-by-step process. Below is a clean and production style step-by-step guide for installing MongoDB Enterprise Edition, that is on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS server. So this server is running with my VMware workstation. Here you can see VMware workstation and server is Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. Now I'm going to access my server. So ssh dpt at the rate 192.168.136.128. So this is the IP address. While installing this server, I have given the IP address, username and password. So in my case, password is admin at the rate 123. This is a default password. So in production, use the some strong password. So next, creating the admin user, enabling the authentication, taking a backup of the using the Mongodump, and restoring the different DB name. So using the server, so this is my server IP address and installing the MongoDB Enterprise Edition. So now I'll update and I'll install the prerequisites. Now adding the GPG key. Next, I'm going to create the source list file, update in the source list file. So next is that sudo apt -get update. So whenever you are changing anything on the source list file, if you update, then it will take from the source list for the latest version, which one we have already added into the source list. Now, next is we'll go for the installation for the MongoDB Enterprise Edition. Yes. So approx 1 gig size of this one 1039. So let it complete at approx 40-50 seconds. Let it complete. Then we'll start and enable the system packages. So we're installing MongoDB 8.2.7. Now sudo apt okay, sudo systemctl and start MongoDB. So we have started. Now let me enable the service. Enable. Then we will check the status. So we have logged in. We have checked the status. Now I'm going to log in, or I'll check the version first. So MongoDB, we're running with the module Enterprise Edition. Okay. So this is done. Let me configure this MongoDB for the remote connection. So I'll go for the sudo nano /etc mongod.cnf. Go there and go to the bind address. So bind address I'm going to put 0.0. So can change into 0. Now control X, Y and save. Now let me restart the service. Whenever you are changing any configuration, you should restart the service. So we have restarted. Next, let me connect to the MongoDB. We're using the shell command. So Mongo, M-O-N-G-O-S-H, Mongo SH. So we have logged in. So DBs, and you can use also so databases. So it will show you the list of the databases. So now I am going to create the admin user. So use admin. So previously this is on the test. Now this is changed to admin. Next, we'll create the admin user. So this is the command. Simple command is there. User is admin. Password is admin @123. Role is root and DB is admin. So okay, one means this is created. Now we are going to enable the authentication. Again, let me open the configuration file, exit, go to the end, and in security, we'll use change this one directly. Here we'll write authorization enabled. Done. Now let me restart again. So whatever we have changes done, everything we have restarted. Now let me log into the MongoDB database. Mongo Mongo sh minus u admin minus p admin @123 // authentication database is admin. So let me log in. So we have done this. We are logged in and then create a example database. So use I'm going to create use school. So this is changed to school. Previously this was a test. Now I'm going to insert many with the 2 row as a student. Okay, done. Next, take a backup. Exit from here. First, I'll create the directory backup. So cd backup ls. We don't have any data. So set the ownership recommended. MongoDB usually runs as a MongoDB user. So give the ownership for them. So there is a backup. We have given the port permission ll. Here you can see this is showing you MongoDB. Next, we'll set the permission. So permission means owner have full rights and other have read and execute. So done. Next, from the server terminal, we'll take just dump the data. Host is 128, port is 27017, user is admin, password is admin @123, and authentication database is admin. And DB, we are taking the school, and inside the backup folder, we are going to take a backup. So dumping is done. We have two documents are recorded. So output will be looks like this. Less. So here you can see student dot JSON, student metadata dot JSON. All the details you can find there. And so all the database data. Now going to restore with the different DB name. So we'll just school to school new. We are going to change this one. So here two important things are there. Mongorestore and nsFrom is the school and ns2 is school new. So restore successfully. Now let me log into the MongoDB. SSO DB. So we have sort out and there is a school new is there. Um, so school new is this. Now I'm going to find the student list. So we have two row, one is Chirag and one is Sanju. So before backup, there is a two row we have inserted, and after backup, after restore with the different name, we're getting the same data. So optionally there backup from remote server. If you are running for the remote server also, you can take a backup. Okay. So final workflow summary is there. Install the MongoDB Enterprise Edition 8.2, start the service, allow the remote access and create the admin user, enable the authentication and create the database. That is the school. So dump is school is this and restore with the school and school new. So important security is there. We have shared the password admin at the rate 123 and never use the weak password. Restrict IP using the firewall UFW and avoid bind IP 0.0.0.0 unless needed. So we have seen step-by-step process for how to configure the MongoDB database and restore with the different DB name. So all the steps are done. Now, disclaimer is there, all trademarks, logo names belong to their respective owners. This video might only for the education and information purpose under the Fair Use Section 107 Copyright Act 1970s. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp channel and Telegram channel is there. Follow the process exactly shown in the video. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.